Welcome back to part four of the new Ottoman Empire. Last time we left off, Russia pushed down here, and there was a new, fresh new Yugoslavia and also a new Greece. There's also some revolt, and there's also lots of revolting, and the Ottoman have to focus on that. So over here in the Saudi Arabian revolt, there's a push over here, and also a desperate attempt push over here to meet up with this side, which is successful, and they encircle that army right over there. Israel finally gets news of what's happening, and what they were originally going to join on the Ottoman side, but right now they're kind of sick of it. I said it like so threatening, and they're kind of sick of it. So basically, Israel decides to switch sides because they finally kind of found out on how horrible the atrocities committed by the Ottoman Empire were. They're also learning about a lot of just treatment to a lot of other minorities and religious minorities. So they decide to join in, and they don't really want this to drag on. So Israel, being Israel, kind of nukes them a ton. So yeah, with this very powerful nuclear bomb, the Ottoman Empire is feeling very betrayed and on the capital nonetheless. The Ottoman Empire try to make a push into Israel, which actually goes very successfully wrong. It's not good successfully. Israel actually pushes into the Ottoman territory to go send aid to the very thing that they nuked. This revolt was pretty hurt by the blast, but they meet up with Israel, and they kind of just liberate this whole area right here. So, and they kind of help it out. So this area is in a pretty bad condition right now, so it's kind of getting some help. So yeah, that's gonna cost a lot of resources and medics to from the revolts and stuff. Down over here, the revolts encircle this massive area over here in the Yemen African territory, and they encircle it and take it. They also push over here and over here. The Ottoman Empire basically have next to no men left. They only have um, around 500,000 soldiers compared to around the 1 million from people revolting and also Israel's army. Um, so with another push over here and also the final territory, they decide to launch one final attack, so they can keep what they can get. The second that the push is over, they will kind of just chill out and probably just never go to war again. So they send in a massive push through here using the very last little pieces of resources, and the factories are making lots of materials, but they're definitely not perfected in any way. And a train's going by great. So right here they push and they finally run out of materials, and Jesus God. So anyways, the Ottoman the Ottoman decide to finally surrender, but Israel doesn't really think so. So they push back and they take the capital. My town loves me, don't they? So yeah, they decide to push over here and they take the capital. And with that being all finally said and done, the Ottoman Empire falls once again. This time the borders are finally returned back to their normal state. The Ottoman Empire has completely fallen, and they are broken. Russia decides to pull out. They decide not to pull out because it's Russia. What do you think they're gonna do? Actually be peaceful? No. Anyways, so right over here, I should probably, yeah, whatever. So right over here, Russia is able to keep all this territory that they took from the Ottoman Empire, from the former Ottoman Empire. So yeah, that's lucky for them. Turkey is shrunken down again, and also I forgot, and Palestine still does not exist at all in any capacity. So yeah, there's basically been not many border change. There's not really many border changes, but Israel just keeps up. The Ottoman Empire is completely occupied by Russia, parts of Africa, Israel, and also just some other outside forces and stuff. A new government is established. Azerbaijan and a country nobody cares about decide to reunite, and Armenia is given independence. Um, Iran decides to Iran cannot keep all any other territories that they collected except for what they what they did to the Ottoman mainland, so they get to keep a little arc right over there. Israel, I already said they are occupying that little section right here. Saudi Arabia is still is finally reunited with its former self, and Yemen and Oman are still united. Um, Over in the Balkans, every not everything is patched up because Yugoslavia is returned to to when it first existed. It's returned to its former borders. Um, so what did it even look like? Yugoslavia. This kind of just me saying what happens afterwards. It's not really important, so you can just click off if you want. I don't care. Um, so yeah, Yugoslavia it returns to its former borders, which I am kind of lazy and I don't really feel like wanting to color it all in. So yeah, let's just draw it like this. Boom. I don't. Boom. New border. I guess. Yeah, and they get freaking Hungary. Oh yeah, that's Hungary. Um, they also get Bulgaria. So yeah, now we have Yugoslavia. This country still independent, still exists. Greece is kind of just chilling a little bit over here, and that's basically all the rest that we get. The conflict that spanned out for around 6 years has finally ended, and it caused around I'd say around 10 million casualties. That all being said, thanks for watching this stupid series. If you actually stuck around, and peace. I'm tired.